Our weed of the week is compass plant.
All right, this is one that I'm sure you've seen this weed, but you thought, well, maybe that's just a Jerusalem artichoke. Maybe it's just a small sunflower, a wild sunflower type plant, but it's really a little different. It's going to be a real hairy plant up the stems, for example. The leaves have deeply divided lobes, and yes, it has that pretty yellow flower on it too.
All right, the thing that I find most interesting about this plant and where the name came from, compass, is the leaves will orient themselves north to south to avoid the full brunt of the sun. I don't know of any other plant that's exactly like that.
Well, if you're out in the wild, that may be one thing that you could trust if you didn't have a compass. But here's the thing, it's a perennial weed. So trying to get that under control can be tough, and we often see it in roadside areas. So it's in grassy areas where you want to kill this weed, but you don't want to hurt the grass.
Yeah, and what are you going to do? You can certainly go out there with dicamba or 2,4-D. Well, it's a perennial weed, so it's most likely going to take multiple applications for multiple years to completely wipe it out.
All right, so if you're in an area where you can use something like a Tordon or a Milestone, I like having those in the mix. We see a lot of guys going out with products like Grassland that would have the new 2,4-D choline in with some Tordon or Milestone. That way you've got a combination of that quick burn, but also something a little more long-lasting.
Yeah, but how good is Milestone going to be? I'd personally take Tordon over the Milestone. That's what I would do.
It's a little more broad spectrum.
Right. When you do get out into crop ground, it's a perennial weed. It's not Roundup resistant, but you're going to have to hit it with a decent rate of Roundup to get it fully under control.
Well, we don't normally see it in fields that are cultivated, but in no-till ground it could creep in off the edge. So if you're out there in no-till ground, you've got to have a great burn down, get a good rate of Roundup out, and do it when the weather is warm enough to get good results.
Well, that's it for our Weed of the Week compass plant, but stay tuned. Iron Talk is coming up next.